What the heck is up, you guys, and welcome back. I am here with my freaking cousin. We've been cousins our whole life, and we are still actually cousins. So I'm gonna do her lashes today. My goal is to recreate what's on my eyeballs currently. A lot of you guys had questions. Katie, what's your lash map? This and that. I have no idea, okay? Maddie freestyles on my lashes. I don't ask questions. So I'm gonna try to recreate it so that you have the map to do on your own clients. What else do I have for you guys? I know a lot of you guys asked, Katie, how do you do your messy bun? Maybe I'll show you guys another time because I can't right now. I have to do lashes, but let's get into it. Okay. You guys already know the vibes. I'm gonna foam tape Kara's eyes here. I like to do inner first. I pull out the outer, stick them outers down. Damn, good. Close, Kara. Does that feel comfortable? Mm-hmm. Good. Lid open. Do that one more time. Inner first, then the outer. Good, close. Beautiful. Okay. Let's prime you up. Okay, I like to prime top and bottom because you never know which direction you're going to be sticking the extension on. Also, I do love our little microfiber tip applicators because you can bend the ends like this and they don't snap off. I've used others in the past and these are like much more durable. I'm not trying to be biased, guys. I'm just being honest. Okay, you guys, because I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing on my from my own eyes onto Kara's eyes, I think that I probably have a kitten eye shape with a lot of texture. It's technically a spiky mega volume set, but the more texture, the better. So I'm just going to spike her to the heavens today. So I'm going to map a kitten eye, and then I will also show you guys how I'm mapping my spikes. Okay, so you always want to start with your base first of what's going to be the bottom of the lash line. We're not going to like pay attention to the texture right now. We're just going to pay attention to the base. On the base of her lashes, I'm not going to go any longer than a 12. So I'm going to do 7 through 12s. Okay, guys, I'm going to mark the end and beginning of her iris. So that way I have a really good foundation of where I'm putting everything. Good, close. Beautiful. So with kitten eye, your longest length is going to be where you've dotted the end of her iris. So almost halfway in between her pupil and halfway between the end of her iris to the end of her lash line. So that will be a 12. And then we are going to quickly taper down with a kitten eye. 11 and 10. Okay. And here we will do our 11s. And then taper down 10, 9, 8, and 7. Perfect. Now with my spikes, for more texture, you want to go up at least 2 to 3 millimeters. I'm going to be doing both today. I just want this mega volume set to be as textured and spiky as possible. So I am going to do 3 millimeter longer spikes and 2 millimeter longer spikes. So 3 millimeter longer here is going to be 15. So I'm just going to set this as my reminder that I'm going to do 15s in this area. With the 11, we can do 13 or 14. I'm going to go in and do both, and I'm just going to spread them out through this section. You don't necessarily want the 13s and 14s stacked on top of each other because one's just gonna overlay the other. You're not gonna have as much dimension and texture. So I'm going to skip in between spaces and gaps and place the 13s so that it's making a mountainy effect back and forth. So a peak and then a small peak and a larger peak and a smaller peak, if that makes sense. I hope it does, you guys. I'm trying my freaking best here. Let's see. And then we will do spikes of 12 over here. And then probably 11s here and 10s here. For the end of it, I will probably also add a few 15s even through the 11s, and then I'm going to taper down those spikes, 14, 13, and 12. I've been generously shaking my adhesive, guys. It's so, so important that you shake your adhesive. I like to shake it this direction, not this direction, because it's gonna get all ugly and stuck in the nozzle and not perform the way you want it to. Or you would need to use a lint-free adhesive wipe, and you can stick this sucker on the top of it and shake up and down that way, clean it off, dispose of it as needed. But keeping your glue nozzle fresh is going to keep the glue in the bottle fresher longer, honey. In a spiky set, you guys, we're going to weave through and find our top layer lash. Also in a spiky set, to make the spikes more prominent, I am going to size up a curl. So I am going to go ahead and place a 15mm spike on one of these top layer lashes. And I'll show you guys just how I do it. Okay, this is how I would place a spike. I like to come in from the bottom. And maybe beautifully placed spike. Now I'm going to continuously do that throughout the rest of the set here. So while I was placing this spike, the bottom of it separated and it's already cured. It's a very fast dry time glue. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to hold on to the natural lash. I'm gonna grab the extension and I'm going to gently peel it off, just like that. No harm done to you or the client. Okay, you guys, I'm going to work on placing all of the rest of my spikes. I am literally just going to spike Kara into oblivion, and I will check back in with you guys later so you can see our progress. Okay, love you, Sponge. All right, you guys, in spiky sets, depending on how dramatic you want the spikes in your set, I would say pick up about 8 hairs. It's maybe 6 to 8 hairs if you want a thicker, more dramatic spike. Hi guys, look, it's my cousin Kara. Can't you tell that we're related? Actually, we're step cousins, but that's besides the point. So here's the finished product. Look at how beautiful her freaking spiky lashes are. Spiky Mega Volume set. I have no special name for it other than that. So thanks for being here. If you want tips, tricks, whatever, if you have any additional questions about these lashes, feel free to message me, harass me, please harass me. I want to tell you how to successfully get this specific look of lashes. Since I had so many questions about my freaking own, I tried to do them on her. And just also remember, even though you're like, oh my gosh, Katie, what's your lash map, this and that, depending on your client's particular lashes, you can only achieve so much of the look. So just try your best and don't be hard on yourself. It's being better is about troubleshooting, right? Okay, that's it. But I love you so much, sweetie.